Hello everyone and welcome to my daily altcoin analysis. If you want to support me and my content, leave a like and a comment with at least 7 words to help boost the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe and turn on notifications to stay up to date. I also have a separate video where I analyze Bitcoin and Ethereum daily if you are interested in that kind of analysis. So today it's going to be a short update because I'm not going to trade it. But I will tell you everything about the coins, what we have said yesterday, what we have tracked. Everything goes like planned and predicted from the yesterday's video. So let's get to XRP. What did we say about XRP? We have said, okay, we can reach up to $2.22, which we did. But actually safe to trade is the green trend line. Yeah, I always give the trade a bit more space, but in the end of the day, I have said it looks very choppy. Yeah, we got a nice push to the upside where we built many fair value gaps to the downside, and that was too dangerous for me to long it, but it was also too dangerous for me to short it, because on the other hand, the market is showing some strength at the moment, but also weakness. So the best I can do is, if I'm not 100% sure where it's going, why not staying on the side and watch the market this time? So we have set $2.22, we reached that area, and then we sold off. And once we break the $2.07 to the downside, then we should have closed the fair value gap down to $1.95, which we did. And it looks like if Bitcoin is also selling off, that we are getting down even more into the area $1.90 to $1.82. I talked about the H pattern a lot in the Bitcoin update. The H pattern, it's just the letter H, like this. That's what we see here. And I think that pattern is the most dangerous pattern which we can see for bearishness. So if that breaks to the downside sustainable, then I think this area is going to be very interesting. And what I have seen for Bitcoin once was that it built up 3 H patterns in the row. Means we got here an H pattern, which broke to the downside, got another H pattern, which then broke to the downside, where we got another H pattern, which then broke to the downside. That is very dangerous to trade in my view. Yeah, if we are in a short position, then I wouldn't close it yet. I would say my stop loss would be then here. But if I don't have a short position, I don't want to short anymore, because I think we don't have much more downside potential. I think we should wait this week and maybe even next week to catch a nice long trade. But for now, I don't see any bullish chart patterns which we can trade to the upside. So, Dogecoin, exactly as predicted. We have said, okay, higher lows. And if we break the 17.5 cents to the upside, then we can reach even up to 18 cents. We went exactly to 18 cents. So, after that, what happened? I have warned you from prices getting down to 16.3 cents. We got support here, as you can see. Right here, we got support. But the issue is that Dogecoin is also having an H pattern, like all the other coins. H pattern, which broke to the downside and which might retest this low to sell off again. Like I said, I'm not ready to short anymore, and I'm not ready to do long positions at the moment. What I think might be interesting is, once we get over the green trend line, this was our X long line. If we get over it, then it would be very interesting, and then we can get probably up here, or if we are weak, right here, to close the fair value gaps to then sell off. I will make the trend line white because I don't want to long it anymore. But keep in mind, everything we get to the upside might just be a correction to the down move, because those H patterns are very dangerous. So what can happen? We can drop down to 15 cents, which was support right here. Right here. So I think it's very realistic that we drop into that area. And from here we have to track, are we getting a nice push to the upside, or are we just going to build up another H pattern? Yeah, because Bitcoin did it 3 times in a row. So if we get something like this, then it's going to be very dangerous. And it might be even possible that Dogecoin is going far lower than 15 cents. So let's talk about Solana. So we have said for Solana, we broke the $130.30 to the upside, which was long, up to $135.80. Perfect hit, take profit, set. And if we had used the take profit, which I recommend everyone, then we could have saved ourselves of this price movement to the downside. And also Solana is having an H pattern which broke to the downside. It's not looking positive for Solana. We also lost one of our best supports at $120. So I have said once we break the $120 to the downside, I have said that I think 1 week ago, then we can get even prices between $109 even down to $85, which I think is not that realistic, depending on how the chart is going to develop in the next weeks. But I think the $108.60 are going to be very realistic for Solana to get there soon. So if we get there, that's an area where I would say if I don't have Solana coins, or if I want to accumulate more Solana coins, then this is a huge buy area for me, because after that I think that whole move to the downside, we have to see from where we come, right? From up here, from almost $300. We went from $300 down here, that's a huge correction, to get then another push to the upside. Yeah, that's how I speculate at the moment. And I think the risk to reward ratio in that purple box is the best for Solana. Yeah, people always say buy the dip. And exactly after 10 dips, 20 dips, or maybe 30 dips, maybe this is going to be the best dip which we can ever get for Solana for this bull run. So when would I be positive for Solana? So for Solana I have tracked a trend line with many touch points. Let me take out this one here so I can show you that. So like that. One touch point here, one here, one here, and one here. If we break that to the upside, then it might be possible that we test the $120 again. If we break the $120 again, then we can get up to $125 to close that liquidity gap. Would I trade it? Maybe with a small position. Small means I'm ready to lose all that money. That kind of money I would invest. So if you say you don't care about $50, then okay, why not? But I wouldn't bet my whole portfolio on it. I think the market is choppy, and so far I'm missing the signals for a nice reverse. So Cardano did a bit weaker in my view. There we have set up to 72 cents, that we can go up to 72 cents, but didn't happen. Okay, I'm taking that as a loss. Not a big deal, but we shouldn't have traded it anyway, because if we go into the 1 hour chart, then we can say we didn't even went up over 69.6 cents. That was our long entry. If we would have nice and sustainable breakout. That wick to the upside isn't a sustainable breakout. It's just a price movement within an hour. But I want to see. Can we see something here? Well, we got a nice breakout. No, not on the long side, just on the short side so far. But we can do it with the short side. So we have said here, once we break the 72 cents to the downside, then we can even go down to 69.6 cents. So what did we got? We got a 1 hour candle close lower than that, a follow through. After that, almost a retest to the 71 cents, and then another move to the downside. It didn't happen fast. It happened over a certain time. And that's what I'm looking for if I want to catch a long position. Yeah, I'm missing a few percentages, but I have my safety, because if I would jump into a FOMO-based long trade, this would probably be my liquidation. And if not this price movement, then probably this low here. So what I've tracked here is a falling wedge. I have tracked it in the morning today, but in the end of the day, that target is almost done. So I can take it out again. It looks like, oh no, I deleted the indicator. Which one was it? Wait, maybe I can take it back like this. Yep, perfect. So, I apologize for that. It looks like that we have a bearish pennant which broke to the downside. 58 cents would be the target of the bearish pennant. Depending on how the market is going to react, the other coins, I think the chances are very high that we get another low. And here we have to see, are we going to take the target of the bearish pennant, or are we getting a nice recovery to the upside or going sidewards? Yeah, I can't tell you that at the moment. Like I said, the market looks far too unpredictable for me at the moment, even though I predicted a lot of it. And also I think very good. Now I don't see anything which I want to say, there I would put my money into it. Yeah, so keep that in mind. So render. Also, we have set out of our long positions. When was it? I think it was here. Here we have said, okay, we should go out of our long positions because it might be even possible that we break out and we get up to $3.88, $3.92. But it's not worth it to hold because we have so many fair value gaps lower than us, which render is going to catch. What did render do? Exactly as predicted. We catch them. And I think we had fair value gaps in that area and right here. And I have said, okay, we are going to fish them, and then we have to see, are we going to get a push to the upside, or are we just going, since we are near to the other, here were also fair value gaps, since we are close to the other fair value gaps, are we going sideways a bit and then catch those fair value gaps over the time? What happened? We got most of them, yeah, we just have one fair value gap left, down to $2.88. And the $2.88 would also be from this shoulder head shoulder formatation. That would also be one shoulder. Okay, that was a bit too long. But one shoulder, if we put it to our breakout point, then the target of that head and shoulder head shoulder formatation would get us down to $2.90. So that's my speculation at the moment. I still think that we have good support at $2.97, but since the $2.97 are so close to the fair value gap, I don't think that this is going to hold. I think that we will drop lower than $2.97 short-termly, like this, and get a quick recovery. I hope to see that, so then I would be long. Like I said, I'm not looking for short positions at the moment, even though we have another fair value gap down to $2.36. I think all the coins, yeah, let's say they bled a lot since the all-time high levels of Bitcoin. Some coins did 60%, 70% corrections to the downside. Look at Ethereum, I think it just did 60 or 70% to the downside. So yeah, I think we have some upside potential for those altcoins. So now I have to tell you I'm going to do delayed pi from my daily analysis. We have said once we break the 62 cents to the downside, then I don't want to look into that coin because that would have invalid our bullish patterns to the upside. I don't see why should I trade it. Yeah, I don't see much patterns. As you can see, for all the other coins, I see support levels, resistance levels, good trend lines with the right angle. I can't do anything with pi, so pi is out of the daily analysis. So I hope I didn't break any heart out there. But yeah, sometimes it is what it is. So Ondo, falling wedge pattern, that's what I want to see, with the target up to 85 cents. Here we went into that target. I can take that out. This one too. And we have said, okay, we can go into that circle because we had a huge fair value gap. Right here, this was our fair value gap. We didn't close it 100%, but we wicked into it. And then we sold off. So what I don't like is that we are close to the 78 cents. Yeah, we broke that to the downside, but we got a quick recovery. It can happen if the price moves too fast within a short time, that we even close a candle lower than a certain price level. But this correction to the upside, it looks to me that it's strong, to be honest. We don't see any fair value gaps anymore. So basically we have space to the downside, but also to the upside. But I don't think that Ondo is going up while other coins are going down. Ondo is also the strongest coin in the list. So since it's the strongest coin, if Bitcoin goes to 74,000, it might be even possible that we break down here to 64 cents to 62 cents. Like I said, I don't see any setup. We broke a bearish pennant, a possible bearish pennant to the downside, but for that we have to go into the 50 minutes chart because it looks more clean here. The target of that would be the 71 cents. Would I trade it? No, I'm not going to trade it. I'm looking at the charts and trying to find some safe entries for long positions. SUI. We have said, okay, SUI can go up to $2.60. It didn't happen. I can take out the target of the falling wedge as well. And we have used it as our long entry in the past. So, what do we see here? We don't have any fair value gaps left. This one got closed and this one got closed. So SUI has actually space to the downside, and it looks like that we have a double top pattern, which broke here to the downside and here got the follow through. So the target would be the $2.09 for this chart pattern. I think more realistically is the fair value gap above it. $2.13 to $2.15. I think that is going to get interesting. But if we also break that to the downside, then we have another fair value gap, which is between $2.03 to $2.05. Like I said, no trade for me. So basically I will watch and look for some long entries in the future. I don't see also any trend line which I can take. Those are far too sharp to say if we break that to the upside, then I would be ready to invest my money or risk my capital in the market for a trend line with a very sharp angle, which can just be this, and it tries to retest it 100 times until it's somewhere then here, and from here gets up, yeah. So I'm not going to do it. I think relaxing is sometimes the best option with trading. We don't have to be in a trade every day. So HBAR was exactly as predicted. We have said it can go up to 18 cents. We wicked into it. So take profit, boom, out. We have said we go sidewards, then a pump to 18 cents, and then we sell off. Happened exactly as predicted. We have a bearish pennant which broke to the downside. The target would be the 14.3 cents. I think that HBAR is having more H patterns in the future. Means we can get down, get another H pattern, and get down again. And then get a nice push to the upside with all the other coins. I would be positive for HBAR. I have to take that out. So I would be positive if we break the green trend line to the upside, which is currently at 16.6 cents, and that would also be resistance. If we break that to the upside, then it would be positive. Then I think if we get another correction, then HBAR is not going to get harmed that hard like the other coins. I have seen some coins made minus 10 to 20%. I think Paper made minus 10%, and it's a top coin. I think top 20 coin. So basically some coins got hurt a lot. Ondo and HBAR are looking, let's say, okay. Cardano looks also okay. Yeah, we have got into our target which we have said we have to see, is it going to break to the downside even more? Yeah, we have tracked all that price movement already. Is it going to get down more? Or is that the last dip before we get to near to the all-time highs? That's a question which we can answer hopefully next week. I don't think that we are going to do it this week. So, thank you for watching. If I gave you surplus value, I would appreciate if you click the like button, and if you are interested in that kind of analysis, feel free to subscribe me. Have a nice day with huge gains. See you.